Hi everyone, Danielle Mullins here. I had this epiphany moment today and I literally was sitting in class and I just stopped. Everything I was doing was like, oh my gosh, it makes sense now. Like, you know that feeling if you've ever played Connect the Dots or like the square game, where you make the squares and you try to beat the other person and have the most squares or fill up all the spaces, and once you finally do, the dots connect. Literally, that's like what was going on in my brain, and I had to share it with you all. You recently saw my picture about a detox I did and how much weight I lost from it and how super excited I was, but I didn't exactly tell you all what the detox was because I didn't want a bunch of people thinking it was a legitimate weight loss fix, that you were going to do it and then in 3 days you were going to be skinny and you were going to stay skinny for life. And people asked, and so I went ahead, and since if you asked, I told you. Otherwise, I didn't really post about it because I've been that person before. Up until about my senior year of high school, I was pretty fair sized. I wasn't toned, but I wasn't overweight. I was at a good weight. I had been doing sports, so I'd been pretty active up until that point. My eating habits, because I was so busy, weren't really out of control between school and cheer. And then cheer went away, and I had more free time, and I started picking up on eating, and I wasn't working out like I was because I didn't have 6-day-a-week practices. I had time for my homework, and I had time for my friends, and I wanted to go hang out with them instead. Who wants to work out? It's annoying, and you get all hot, and you get sweaty, and you get gross, and it's painful, and you just want to think about how badly you want it to be over with. And so I started putting on weight. And then I realized it. It clicked in my mind. It was like, oh my gosh, these shorts were big on me last summer and now I can't even get them to button. I've got to do something. So I would do a fad diet. I would do 1,200 calories a day, and I'd work out for hours, and then I started losing weight quickly, and I was fitting back into clothes, and I was so excited. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't had chocolate in a while. I haven't had peanut butter and jelly in a while. And if you know me, you know I love peanut butter and jellies. Since kindergarten up until probably about my freshman year of college, every single day for lunch, peanut butter and jelly, no matter what, always in my lunchbox. I was a lunch packer. I was like, oh, I've been so busy calorie counting, I haven't had a peanut butter and jelly. I want one. And then after the first one, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And then I just kept indulging. And the next thing you know, all those clothes I could fit back into, I'm not fitting in anymore. So it's like, ugh, dang, this sucks. But this food is so good. And so I kept eating it. And then I had put on even more weight than I was to begin with. And so once it clicked, holy heck, Danielle, you're the biggest you've ever been. I'm doing that fad diet again. I'm like, I did it once, I can do it again. And I want to say it was January of my senior year. I saw a picture of me, and I was wearing a t-shirt I'd had for years, and I could start to see the outline of my stomach in it, and I'd never seen that before. It's like, this isn't me. So I was busting my ass, pardon my language. I was working out 30 minutes at 6 a.m. before school started, taking a shower, getting ready for school. When I got home, I was doing my homework, another 30-minute, super intense workout before I went to bed. And that was an every single day thing, 7 days a week. I didn't stop. On the weekends, I was doing hours of yoga, all these other workouts, and I was counting. I started out at 1,500 calories, and then once I got used to that, I cut it down to 1,200. And once I got used to that, I cut it down to 1,000. And once I got used to that, I cut it down to 900 calories a day. That is so not good for your body. That is so not good for your body. Please don't do that. I lost weight like crazy. I went from wearing 6s and 8s to 4s and smallers, and I hadn't been in a 4 probably since I was a sophomore in high school. I was like, wow, this is awesome. I've got the fix. I finally figured it out. And I cut out carbs from my diet. I was doing low sodium, low sugars. It's like, wow, this is awesome. I have lost so much weight. I can fit back into all these clothes. And then it snapped on me again. It's like, oh my gosh, I miss peanut butter and jellies. I miss eating like chips, and I miss eating like Nutella on my peanut butter, and I miss this and I miss that. And so I went back on this crazy eating binge for a little while, and I like tried to maintain it because I had bought a dress, my senior prom dress, so obviously I still had to fit in that. So it was like somewhat maintained. And then after prom, it got worse and worse, and then I had a state pageant. If you haven't known me all your life, you probably don't know that I used to be a pageant queen. I have got trophies actually all behind my camera here, and a lot of people don't know that about me. So I was in a state pageant, and I had bought the perfect dress for it. Like, this was gonna be my year to win. Had the white dress that I saw in my head, my hair, I like saw everything. I saw the crowning moment. Like, this is what I wanted. And when I put on that dress, it didn't fit. Like, it was not going. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't have time, and I don't have the money to go and buy a new dress. I don't have the time to even go get this thing alterated. Well, there was another fad diet, and this was like the worst one that I've probably ever done in my life. I lost so much weight, and I mean, like, in no time flat, that dress zipped. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, the whole time, every time I put food in my mouth, I was like, just keep doing it. You're gonna win this pageant. It's gonna feel great. And then, you know, you can go back to like a healthier eating style. And then you'll be in California for nationals. Just get through this pageant. You can go to McDonald's. You can have a big greasy cheeseburger. Just keep eating all that green stuff. Keep eating all that good stuff. And I didn't win the pageant. That's whatever. That's a different breakthrough moment we're not gonna get into. But it's like, I'm ready for a cheeseburger now. Let's go. I didn't care. I was ready for a cheeseburger. So we went to McDonald's, and then it was like, you know what? There's an Orange Leaf right there. We should go to Orange Leaf. So we went to Orange Leaf too. And then that kicked off a whole summer of bad eating. That one diet threw me so off because it was so hard. I went into a whole summer of bad eating, and I put on more weight than I was my freshman year, my sophomore year, my junior year, and even my senior year. I went into numbers I had never seen before, and I couldn't figure out why my clothes weren't fitting me. I didn't have a scale in my dorm. I went to college, so that made it even worse. And I didn't have a scale with me, so I wasn't keeping track. It was just like, these pants are super tight, and oh, the button is like stabbing me when I sit down. Luckily, by the time fall came, it didn't matter, and I could just start wearing leggings. I didn't have to worry about the shorts. And for the first time, like when I was wearing shorts, my thighs would rub together and it would burn. It's like, oh, wait, I've never had this problem before. So I went home for Christmas break. I bought a scale. It's like, my numbers have never been like this before. And so I started working out. I was getting up every morning before I was going to work. I was doing that 30-minute workout. It's like in those 30 minutes, you burn like 300 calories. And so I was doing it again at 9. I was burning another 300 calories. And if I caught, it was Christmas time, so there wasn't ever really a day off. But if I did have one, I was doing even more workouts, and I was eating low-calorie foods again. And then I got a boyfriend. And if y'all know my boyfriend, he does not eat healthy. Like, that is not in his vocabulary. We got snowed in together. And he was like, oh my gosh, we should make chocolate chip pancakes. So we made chocolate chip pancakes. Oh my gosh, let's have this. Oh my gosh, let's have this. And then all that weight I had worked so hard on, losing that Christmas break, it was right back to square one. Like, nothing ever happened. And I think it was like 4 pounds lighter. Like, dang, I'm gonna get to school and I'm gonna get this back in shape. And so my whole spring semester, my freshman year, I busted tail. I lost that weight off, and then finals week happened. It's like, you know what, I don't need to be focused on the gym, I need to be focused on school, so I'm going to coop up in my dorm, and I'm not going anywhere, I'm just going to study. But then I started eating all those dorm snacks, and I was like, oh wow, I miss this is so good. And so over the summer, I started putting on weight. In November, I did that same workout plan again. And I started losing all this weight, and then Christmas break happened, and Tanner and I are together every single day, and I'm like, I don't want to work out. Why would I do that? Why would I work out? I get this gorgeous man to watch Netflix with and eat Oreos with, and my mom's Oreo balls and her potato candy. Why would I work out and eat salad? Look at all this good stuff. And so, gained even more weight over Christmas break. When I moved into this apartment that I'm currently in now, I was at the heaviest weight I had ever been in my life. So, started working out again. And I did that detox to kickstart it. I realized, I was like, if I keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over, my weight's just going to keep yo-yoing all my life, and I'm going to kill my metabolism. And this isn't something I can just keep doing until I'm like 50 years old. Like, I've got to make an actual lifestyle change if I want this to work. So I used that detox to kickstart my actual lifestyle change. I don't kick myself if I eat like 50 over the 1,200 calories. I look for something that's actually healthy for somebody of my height and weight. And I'm doing healthier things. If I want that peanut butter and jelly, you know, I tell myself, I look at how I've eaten for that day. I'm like, you know what? I've had a lot of sodium today. My body doesn't need all that sodium from the peanut butter. Or, you know, I've had a lot of sugars today. My body doesn't need that. And I just remind myself, like, you have one body. The food will always be there. You just have to eat healthier with it. And that has helped tremendously. I'm not dropping pounds like I once was. That detox was great, but I mean, I've put on a few pounds since then. Not as much as I was before I did it. I will say that. Not as much as I was. But I've made that change because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting something different to happen. I don't want my weight loss to be something that follows me for years and years. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. I don't think that I'm fat or anything, but I know that for my height, I'm like very close to being considered overweight. And so for me and for my body, I want to do something good and be healthy. And today it clicked. It works that way with your business too. You know, I was pushing and pushing and pushing to go blue, but I spent the first half of this month just laying on the couch, scrolling through my phone like, oh, yep, I'm working. No, I wasn't. I was lying to myself. I wanted myself to think I was working so I could binge watch another season of Gossip Girl. I could sit on my couch, so I could eat more chips and queso. And then the second month it clicked. It was like, you think you're going to hit that promotion this month, girl? Chop, chop, you better get to it. I go, shoot, I don't have much longer left. I got rent coming up. I can't sit around on my butt and just not work. And that's the thing. Because with my business, I'll be honest with you all, I personally want to take so many breaks. I love the idea of working on my own time, but that kind of gets in my head sometimes. And I'm like, I work from home. Yeah, let's go take that trip. Yeah, let's go do this. Let's go do that. I can do this. Then I don't even end up working. So it's more like I'm just trying to do whatever, and then I realize, oh, that can't happen. And so if you are struggling in your business, in your weight loss, in your goal setting, even in your studying for classes, whatever it is, you have to remember to set up a plan to make it consistent for you. It's not something you can just, oh, hey, this isn't right. Let me catch back up real quick and do it. And then you overwork yourself and you're burnt out on it. You have to stay consistent with it. You know, if you set a weight loss goal and you want to work out 5 days a week and you want to work out for this long and burn X amount of calories, if you're going from not working at all in a week, you're going to burn yourself out on those 5 days. You have to start small and build up to it. So if you're in network marketing like me and you're like, this is my goal, I want that promotion, and to do that, I need to get this, and this, and this. don't set it so high that you stress yourself out. You have to set it up in small steps so you can build up to it. Like, that's key. That is so huge. And I hate that it has taken me this long to finally figure it out, because I'm sitting here thinking about all those months that I sat just scrolling through my phone thinking I was working so hard. I could be so much further right now with my company. I could be so much further right now with my weight loss journey. Guys, if you learn anything from this, just learn to be consistent. You have to do it. If you want better grades, 20 minutes a day, study a class. 20 minutes a day, study your notes. 20 minutes, build it up, build it up, build it up. Set those small steps. Don't just say, I'm going to do this. Small steps will get you there. Do them consistently. And once you get in that habit, step it up. Same thing for your business. Same thing for your weight loss. Whatever it is you're doing, you have to make a game plan for it and just do it. I know that sounds crazy to believe, but just do it. If you caught my last video about why you weren't seeing a success in your network marketing business, don't forget to do your personal development with it. Professional development, whatever it is, just do it. You will thank yourself, I promise. I'm so glad 2 weeks ago, one of my leaders came to me and she's like, you know, you want to hit this promotion, but your numbers are saying you're not going to do it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. She's like, tell me, what have you been doing? I'm like, you know what? I've been watching TV. She's like, well, it's up to you if you want to hit this. And it clicked. It's like, I gotta buzz my butt. I gotta start doing this. So I'm gonna sit down tonight and I'm gonna make a game plan. I've got an even bigger promotion this month I want to hit, and I know if I set my mind to it, and if I set out those small steps, it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be so happy. So, if you'd like to join me in your goal setting, feel free to shoot me a message and we can chat about it. Otherwise, you'll know where I'll be, and I will be back later tonight because we've got makeup look to do together. But I had to share that with you all, and I couldn't go live in class. I don't think the professor would have appreciated that. She was listening to some very nice classical music. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I had to share that with you all and get it off my chest. Hope you all have a fabulous night, and I will see you later. Bye.